Imagine yourself living in the Western Sahara Desert, walking 30 minutes to get to a pump where you will find water. Wait another 30 minutes in line to get that water, then take the 30-minute trek back to your home. Even then, the water is contaminated with all sorts of things, dust particles, bugs, and much more. You then have to boil the water to get rid of the contamination. Sometimes you reach the pump or the well and you find that there's absolutely no water left, and with the lack of rainfall, it's not coming anytime soon. The reason there is no water in that well is because of water scarcity. In countries that have an abundance of drinking water, people just don't understand that every single drop really does count. Good afternoon, everyone. Today, I would like to talk to you about water scarcity. In Canada, we are fortunate to have easy access to clean and fresh drinking water. We have access to the 5 Great Lakes. Our Rocky Mountains supply Western Canada's 4 biggest rivers, the Peace, the Athabasca, and the North and South Saskatchewan rivers. We are lucky to have all this fresh water available to us. Therefore, it becomes our responsibility to use it wisely. But if we look closely, we will see how much fresh water is wasted every day. On an average, Canadians use 130 to 270 liters of water for 1 load of laundry. According to Environment Canada, a leaking faucet that drips at a rate of 1 drop per second can waste up to 10,000 liters of water a year. Water scarcity is a very serious issue in today's world. To understand this problem better, let's talk about the factors that lead to water scarcity. These factors include droughts, infrastructure using up all the water, global warming, and, for countries that have an abundance of drinking water, their water pollution. In some places, water scarcity has gotten so bad it has caused some major water shortages. One such example is that of the Cape Town water crisis. Cape Town is one of the biggest cities in South Africa and gets its water from the dams surrounding the city. In 2015, the dams surrounding Cape Town began to run dry because of drought. As the years progressed, the city began to have less and less water. At the height of the drought, Cape Town residents were allowed to use only 50 liters of water per day. The average Canadian uses 150 to 230 liters of water for 1 shower. Other than drought, population pressure is also a big factor in water scarcity. Let's say that you live in a country that is very overpopulated and you only have a limited amount of water resources in that country. This means there is an increased chance there will be water scarcity. Countries that currently suffer from this include Sudan, South Sudan, Somalia, Nigeria, and Yemen. Other countries that can become affected due to overpopulation and depleting water resources are India, Pakistan, and Syria. Let's now talk about how water scarcity affects people around the world. According to a study conducted by the United Nations in 2018, by 2030, approximately 700 million people will be displaced because of water scarcity. 3.6 billion people worldwide are living in areas that are at risk of water scarcity in the near future. The study also said that 1/3 of the world's biggest groundwater systems are already in distress. The situation is actually very serious, and there is a lot we can do to help. Making clean and safe drinking water accessible to all is most critical. It ensures no more long trips to get water, water available for personal hygiene, clean hands, and clean bodies. This means less time spent on treating sickness, and people can spend more time working to get themselves out of poverty. Making water available for agriculture is a way to fight hunger and food scarcity. We need to ensure that industrial waste does not find its way to the water bodies. The time to act is now, or it will be too late. You now know the factors that lead to water scarcity, how Canada is doing, what's in store for the future, and what can be done to help. It is now up to us. If we're not careful, a water catastrophe is going to happen, whether we like it or not. As Mahatma Gandhi said, be the change you wish to see in the world. That change starts with you. It starts with me. It starts with all of us. And together, we can show the world why every single drop really does